Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Ball is teed up. Joshua Carty to do the honors. And we're underway from Philadelphia. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Williams. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
1st and 10. Here's Hurts. Throw right side hauled in by Komet. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They put a receiver in motion here left. And he's across midfield into Rams territory. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Well, this is a headache-inducing run for a defensive coach. I could just imagine that staff both upstairs and down on the field watching the kick, because now, well, they don't have to just worry about this guy catching as a receiver. Now they know he can be a weapon in the ground game, too.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss and now gets this one away. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 32 on the play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about a big hitter, 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And that's a Los Angeles touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
So following the missed point after, a chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Fair catch made here at the 30. So no return on that punt. And the Rams will take possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. They'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking for a throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And the Eagles will take possession. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. That throw finds Komet. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 6-0. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. Hurts to throw. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. 16 yards on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
There's absolutely nothing he could do in that situation, Kate. Defense broke through so quickly, they had him dead to rights soon after he got the ball in his hands.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They stay on the ground with Williams. Still has room inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. This is Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles tie and can take the lead here in the 2nd. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And that's incomplete, but I do see some laundry on the field. Let's see what this flag is all about. Well, we knew it, Brock, and now they know it too. That one was on their defense. They're set up at the 35 now. Play action on 1st down. Caught on the comeback route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing from the gun here. That's on target, Puka Nacua. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Back to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that 1st down marker.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Man in motion here. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Keely Ringo making the play. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That throw's knocked away and incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes and have to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
And he missed it. It's no good. And they fail to claim that lead. They're still down by a point.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Hurts. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to throw, Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles with a chance to boost their lead. First and 10 from the 41. A run with Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Give to Williams from the gun. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
So now here's 3rd and 5. From the pistol, Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Hurts. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Hurts. And he gets back to the line, but no more. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. The kick by Hopkins is good. And that'll push their lead to 4.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return here, and this is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20. One last play before the break. One final shot before halftime. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 1. He's got it inside the 10. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw. When you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
1st and goal. Here's Charbonnet. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. This throw is caught. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Cardi now for the PAT. And this one, thankfully, not off the mark. He gets it to go. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. On the play fake, it's Hurts. Able to get it to Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he'll They'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Now they send their back in motion right. He rolls to his right. He's on the move. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Huge. Don't let us down.
Good running here. He's across the 15. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. The time to deliver a breakaway run, and that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. QB sneak coming. And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Eagles grab the lead on their first series of the half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's Rashad Bateman. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 39. Connects with Bateman. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Lone back gets the handoff. He's got a gain of 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing now from the gun. This is caught inside the 15. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's Rams football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, it's Charbonnet. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of 1 big yard, Brock, because that sets him up with 1st and goal. Carry for Charbonnet. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
With the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. The pass is incomplete, but hold on here. We've got a flag on the field. Here's the call. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Hits the end zone for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
That one splits the uprights. And the Rams push their lead to 3. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate. And I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's got time here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. On 4th down, Hurts. That's caught beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. Still going past the 40. And he gets this down to the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Dumps it off to his running back. Racing down the left side. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. Setting up the screen. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He'll throw it. He's throwing deep to the left side. That's complete inside the 35. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams push their lead to 3. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles down by only 3. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Completed over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Running for the marker with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. Still 1 more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Here he is to throw. Throw complete to Williams. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Hurts throwing again. Has it at the 7. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. From the red zone now. And he's got it! He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They're going play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. Wow, and he even stops the clock for him after a nice gain of 20. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. One final shot here. It's intercepted. That will do it. Picked out by Quinyon Mitchell. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And it's going to be remembered